The last time I did a metagame review, it was the no fun meta.
You don't want to be like this.
This time, it's the janky meta. Half the decks make me angry when I look at them.
Metagame review.
What's going on, nerds? Weird tier list names that will make more sense here in the short future. Decks to put in the tier list, and everything, the decks I'm talking about will be shown below.
Real quick, just so you know, these decks are the top 8 performing decks according to MarvelSnapZone.com. Okay.
All right, first up we have Dormamu Destroy. Dormamu's actually a lot easier to get out than I thought he would be. This deck really crushes when, you go null, free death, and Dormamu. It's kind of silly, but it doesn't do that all the time. It's kind of a wet fart like half the times you play it. So not really offended by it. I don't think it's too great. It's gonna go into watching Star Wars after Andor.
General Kenobi.
So what do I sacrifice? Everything!
Kind of bad and stupid, but also still kind of good. That doesn't make sense. All right, next up we have the Big Move deck, I guess is what people are calling it. It's the Red Wing deck, and I hate it. It's at a 59% win rate, but just look at this pile of shit.
What the
It's inelegant, it's ugly, and if you don't draw your cards in the right order, it's awkward as hell. When I lose this deck, it feels like a quarterback throwing the ball perfectly, but the receiver instead misses it, gets jammed in their face mask, but it still counts as a catch. It shouldn't. You fucking didn't catch it. It just slammed into your face mask. It's bullshit. The deck is winning quite well. I want to put it in the daily tweet from KM Best reminding you he is in the top 10 of the ladder, but I guess I have to put it in South Park because it just seems to win. Onto this deformed pile of absolute jank. It's like a science experiment gone wrong.
Kill me!
It's got a 57% win rate. How? Probably because it's just a bunch of tech cards, so your Asgard stuff doesn't even need to happen. You could just kind of accidentally win with your Killmongers and your Shang-Chis and your Shadow Kings. Jesus Christ. To me, this deck is Jeff Goldblum from The Fly. Yes, the experiment works, but it resulted in a disgusting creature fly thing that murders people and traumatized a generation. Half tech, half Asgard, half misery fire hair stuff. Yes, that's 150%. It's gross. Where's this going? Asgard stuff. This is going in insufferable. It's insufferable. Oh look, another absolute pile of jank that relies on Misery and Shadow King to do most of the heavy lifting. Ugh. I'll admit, this is better than the last pile of shit we just looked at, but if you're seeing a theme here, it's because there's a theme. I guess Misery recently got a buff and everyone was like, oh, it's 9 power now. That means it's that much better than it used to be. Or people are just finally figuring out. I don't know. Feel like this deck could be a lot better with some small changes. I have played it a handful of times. Don't love it. Juggernaut, I guess. Juggernaut could be something else, but I guess that's okay with Misery. Anyways, yeah, the deck is basically just you win with Victoria Hand, a bunch of hoods or Hawkeye stuff, and copying those abilities somehow. This is going to go into watching Star Wars after Andor because sometimes it does smash. It's not as lame as Big Move or Asgard, but also sometimes it kind of just doesn't put out enough power to win. So yeah, it's going there with Destroy. Bullseye Discard is up next. 56% win rate this week. Listen, I usually don't like this deck, but right now I fucking love this deck. Just because it's not running Shadow King or a bunch of other tech cards or Misery and Hood, it's something different, and I ain't mad at it. The only thing I will add here is I think Moon Girl is better than Frigga because the deck does struggle if you don't draw Swarm. So I think using Moon Girl to copy Scorn or the Dakin thingy, Muramasa Shard, is better than just getting another copy of whatever it is you played. So yeah, I'm gonna put this it's not sweaty try-hard bullshit, but it's South Park. Sometimes it's like, it's okay. It's never bad though. I'm giving it a boost simply because it's a classic that doesn't insult my sensibilities. Next up is, why is Shadow King in every goddamn deck? Stop it. Put something else there. Anyways, I will say Sam Wilson with Agamotto, Dumb decision. Agamotto puts more cards in your deck. Sam is really only that good when you play it on turn 2. Maybe you can make an argument for like, oh, you yellow jacket the shield and then you send it over with Nihilus and it can't be destroyed. Sure, but I feel like Shadow King and Sam Wilson just should be other cards, period. This deck doesn't lean too hard into Nihilus. It doesn't lean too hard into spells. It doesn't lean too hard into anything. You know, it's just a bunch of conflicting strategies all mashed together. And somehow that's what's good in this metagame. What do I know? Maybe Captain America and Shadow King's great here because this deck and everything else makes no fucking sense. Is watching Star Wars after Andor. All right, next up we have the Nightmare decks. And look at that. We are shoehorning Misery into Hood into everything. Not fucking necessary. I get why it's here. Misery gets rid of Nightmare. You get to trigger it again. Very cute. You get rid of the Hood. It's too much. You're trying too hard. Fucking cut it out. The deck's got a 59% win rate, and it would be higher if people stopped trying so goddamn hard and just put better cards in the deck. Misery should be Cold Obsidian. The Hood should be like Maximus or Murder or something. My blood pressure is getting too high. Daily tweet from KM Best because I fucking hate the additions that people are doing to this deck. Not necessary. It's stupid. We don't need to see it all the time. And finally, Thanos big stuff. Can't believe I'm saying it, but at the moment, this is my favorite deck. Not to play, but on this tier list. I will say Atuma is fucking dumb. There's no need to play Atuma here. You could just play Sasquatch because that card is always 4 energy, sometimes 3, or even less if you draw stones in the right order. Also, not the biggest fan of Sam Wilson here, but I get that it helps with Mockingbird. Sweaty tryhard bullshit. Bye.